Hi, hope you guys are doing well. So today we will be looking at the screw modifier. It has its usage. So first I'll just have to delete the default cube. I'll just click on Shift A, Mesh, and then Plane. 7 into top view. Tab into edit mode. I'll right click I'm not going. I'm actually click on M and then I click on and center. So now I only have this one single vertex. Okay. So I'll just go one into front view and click on E to move it onwards on the side, and I'll just create this sort of shape to just give you a general idea of what to expect. So with this modifier, now that we have our object, I'm going to click on add modifier, generate, and then I'll add in the screw modifier. And as you can see that the line and created has now turned into this weird looking pot. I can obviously still tab into edit mode and adjust this if I don't like the shape, as you can see. And before we continue, please consider subscribing. Only 9% of you are actually subscribed. My goal is to reach 2.5k subs by the end of this year. And drop a like and a comment while you're at it. It obviously works with other modifiers as well. And as you remember, I said the modifier stack matters. So if I have the subplane surface modifier over here, you can see that the result slightly shifts. And it actually remains. Now it actually looks like a really smooth part, or maybe a top, or whatever you want. So there it has obviously other applications as well. Currently it's doing the it's in the z-axis, and it has only one iteration in that 360-degree angle. If I want, again like the build modifier, if I want it to appear suddenly, I can start moving this back and forth, and as you can see that it is animating. Okay, and anything that has a value, this dot over here, okay, these can be animated. Okay, with all the modifiers, it's the same thing with all the modifiers. For example, if I want to let's just say have a screw value of 0, I'll click on over here, and on the frame 50 I'll give it a value of 360, and then I click over here again to add another keyframe. So now I have 2 keyframes. So when I click on play over here, as you can see that it's now having disappearing animation. I'll just delete my keyframes for now, and all of these values again can be animated if you want to. You can also see the quality steps. The steps, basically you can see that currently it's really blocky. If I start increasing them, you can see that now it's actually smooth. I'm going to wireframe to show you it's actually more obvious over here. So as you can see that this way you can actually get a better result. Also with these values, you can see this one the iteration one result. You can expect, you start clicking on the screw value over here, you can actually make this object look like this. You can obviously let me just go back to 0 for now. It has other uses as well. For example, if I shift a mesh and add in a circle, I'll just tab into edit mode, scale it down R, X and 90. Okay, and then I'll add in a screw modifier over here. Currently it's doing the 360-degree thing, but I'll just start making the screw value up over here, and as you can see that it's creating this weird looking thing. But if I start moving it on this side, now as you can see that we're getting this sort of water slide effect, and you can increase the iterations to again make a spring sort of thing. If I start doing it right now over here, you can see that you can easily make a spring animation. Let me just show you. We'll have one keyframe over here and one keyframe after I have changed the values. So now it actually, you can obviously mess around with the keyframes interpolation, but as you can see that we can easily make a spring animation with this one. So it has its pretty much a lot of uses. And again, with the use I mentioned above, once you're done with the modeling process, you should use then and just not mess with the modified one. You can obviously also basically do with the normals as well. Right now it's currently shade smoothed. You can calculate, or I don't know what this does, but with the flip one you can flip the normals to opposite direction. This is useful if you want to do software related to game engines. And if you can obviously change the axis to, you can see get different results. And the axis object, let me just currently it's using the origin point of my circle to calculate this. But if I add in let's just say empty, and I'll just change my empty to the axis object, you can see that with the when I start moving the empty around, the result is changing. Again, you can mess with the render quality steps and the viewport quality steps. This way it actually looks more smoother. And this MTQ I think gives us a lot more control and a lot more freedom with using the screw modifier. So I hope you guys learned something today. Please leave a like and a comment, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye. If you found this video helpful, please leave a like, comment and subscribe to my channel and watch for another one of my videos, as that's how the YouTube algorithm works. It's a small channel and it won't cost you anything. Thanks, and I'll see you in the next video.